Okay, Namaskaram. Today we will discuss about the stable multivibrator. Stable multivibrator. So here the basic principle of the stable multivibrator is the basic principle of the so here the basic principle of the stable multivibrator is a slight variation is a slight variation in the electrical properties. A slight variation in the electrical properties or characteristics of the transistor. Characteristics of the transistors. Okay, so here the stable multivibrator. So here the basic principle of the stable multivibrator is a slight variation in the electrical properties or the characteristics of the transistors. So here the difference between this difference. So here this difference causes one transistor one transistor turn on. Okay, one transistor turn on faster than the other transistor. So here when power is applied for the first time, so thereby a triggering oscillations. Triggering oscillations. Okay, so here the main use of the stable multivibrator is here the stable multivibrator is used as the wave generator. So here the stable multivibrator is used as a wave generator. Okay, so here this is the main use of the stable multivibrator. So here the stable multivibrator is used as the wave generator. Okay, so it is used as voltage frequency converter and it is used as voltage frequency converter also. Okay, so it is used in pulse synchronization. So here mainly the stable multivibrator used as the wave generator and a voltage frequency converter and used in pulse synchronization. Okay, since it produces a square wave, so it is used as a wave generator kada. So since it produces the wave is square waves. So it is a source of production of a harmonic frequency of higher order. Okay. So here The principle of the stable multivibrator is slight variation in the electrical properties or the characteristics of the transistors. Okay, so here the main uses of the stable multivibrator is, so here the stable multivibrator used as the wave generator and a voltage frequency controller and a pulse synchronization. So here the stable multivibrator produces a square wave generator. Okay, produces a square waves. It generates a square wave. Okay, so here these are the main uses of the stable multivibrator. So, and here the stable multivibrator, also called as oscillator. So here the stable multivibrator is also called as oscillator. Okay, so here the stable multivibrators are free running oscillators. Okay, so here the stable multivibrators are free running oscillators which oscillate between two states continually. Two states continually. Okay, so producing two square wave output waveforms. So two squares continued. So here the stable multivibrators are free running oscillators. So which oscillate between two states continually. It produces a two square wave output waveforms. Yes, so here the regenerative switching circuits such as stable multivibrators or the most commonly used type of relaxation oscillator. So because here not only are they simple, so here the reliable and easy of construction. So they also produce a constant square wave output waveform. Okay, so here this is the square wave form. So here the monostable multivibrator or the bistable multivibrator we looked at in the previous tutorials. So here that require an external trigger pulse for their operation. Okay, so here the stable multivibrator has a automatic built. So here the stable multivibrator has the automatic built in a triggering which switches it continuously between its two unstable states, both set and reset. Okay, both set state and reset state. Okay, so here the stable multivibrator is another type of cross-coupled transistor. So here the stable multivibrator is another type of cross-coupled transistor. Okay, so here the cross-coupled transistor switching circuit that has no stable output states as it changes from other all the time. Okay, so here the stable circuit consists of two switching transistors, but no stable switching, no transistors. No switching, no stable switching has no transistors. But here, the stable circuit consists of two switching transistors. Okay, so here a cross-coupled feedback network and a two-time delay capacitors, which allows the oscillation between the two states with not external triggering to produce a change in their state. Okay, so we would like to show here in electronic circuits the astable multivibrators are also known as free running multivibrators. Okay, so as they do not require any additional inputs or external assistance to oscillate. So here astable oscillators produce a continuous square wave form. Its output and outputs. Its one output and one or more outputs. It produces a square wave form. Okay, so here the two outputs have no outputs. So which can then be used to flashlights or produce a sound in a loudspeaker. This is set or reset states. These are at set state or reset state. Okay, so here the basic transistor circuit for an astable multivibrator produces a square wave output from a pair of grounded emitter cross coupled transistors. So here the both transistors, either NPN transistor or PNP transistor, either NPN or PNP transistors. So in the multivibrator are biased for linear operation and are operated as common emitter amplifiers which 100% positive feedback. Okay, so here this configuration satisfies the condition for oscillation when beta gain is equals to 1 is angle 0 degrees. Okay, so here this result in one stage conducting fully on state. So and here the cutoff it means of giving a very high level of mutual amplification between the two transistors. So here the of giving a very high level. So here the on giving a beta A is equals to 1, it is angle 0 degrees, and then we will discuss about the cutoff of giving a very high level of mutual amplification between the two transistors. Okay, so here the conduction is transferred from one stage to the other state by the discharging action of a capacitor through a resistor as shown in this figure. So you can draw a basic diagram of a stable multivibrator. Okay, we will discuss about that. So here the stable multivibrator main use of stable multivibrator is generate the wave generation. Okay, pulse synchronization. Okay, so basic diagram of a stable multivibrator is basic stable multivibrator circuit. Basic circuit or basic diagram. So here it has 4 resistors. Okay, this R1, This is R2, another resistor. Okay, and this is another resistor R3. Okay, and this is the another resistor R4. This is connected to SVCC. This is connected to plus VCC. Okay, so here the resistors are connected to. So here R1 is connected to NPN transistor. Okay, so here R1 is connected to connector. Here the base is connected to. So this is capacitor 1 and this is capacitor 2. Yes, so here the capacitor is connected to transistor, transistor base, and so here this is connected to another NPN transistor. Okay, so here this is the output Q, output 1. It generates the square waveform. Okay, and here this is another output to the bar. It is also generated square waveform, produce square waveform. Okay, so here this is connected to, this is also connected to 0 volts. Okay, so here the R2 is connected to this one, this is B. So here this is A and this is B. This is A and this is B. Okay, so here the R3 is also connected to this one, base B. Okay, so here this is the basic circuit of stable multivibrator. So here, for example, assume a 6 volt supply. So here assume a 6 volt supply. Okay, and the transistors. So here the TR1. So here this is the TR1. Okay, and here this is TR2. So here the capacitors C1 is equals to C2, C1 is equals to C2, and R2 is equals to R3. C1 is equals to C2 and R2 is equals to R3. Okay, so here we assume 6 volt supply and the transistor. So here the TR1 has just switched off. It means cut off. Okay, and its collector voltage is rising towards VCC. Collector. So its collector voltage is rising towards VCC. Okay, so here the meanwhile transistor means TR2. The meanwhile transistor TR2 has just turned on, means plate A of capacitor C1 is also rising towards the plus 6 volts. Okay, rising towards the plus 6 volts. plus 6 volts supply rail of VCC as it is connected to the collector of connected to the collector of TR1. Okay, so here which is now cut off. So here since the TR1 is in cutoff, it means off, so it conducts no current, so there is no volt drop across load resistor R1. So here the other side of the capacitor C1 plate, that is B. Okay, first side is A and another side, other side of the capacitor C1 plate is B. So that B is connected to the base terminal of transistor. So here the B is connected to the base terminal of NPN transistors. Okay. So here the TR2 and at 6.0 volts because the transistor TR2 is conducting means saturation means like constant, so saturation. So therefore the capacitor C1 has a potential difference of simply plus 5.4 volts across its place when 6.0 to 0.6 volts from point A to point B. Okay, so here since TR2 is fully on capacitor, C2 starts to charge up through resistor R2 towards VCC. R2 towards VCC. Okay, so here then the voltage across capacitor C2 rises to more than 0.6 volts. More than 0.6 volts. So it biases transistor TR1 into conduction and into saturation. Conduction and into saturation. Okay, so here the instant the transistor TR1 switches on plate A of the capacitor which was originally at the power supply potential VCC potential. So here the immediately falls to 0.6 volts. So here this rapid fall of voltage on plate A causes an equal and instantaneous fall in voltage on plate B. So here therefore the plate B of capacitor C1 is pulled down to minus 5.4 volts. Means a reverse charge and this negative voltage swing is applied the base of transistor TR2, base of TR2, so turning it hot off one unstable state. Okay, so here the transistor TR2 is driven into cutoff, so capacitor C1 now begins to charge in the opposite direction via resistor R3 which is also connected to the plus 6 volts via R3 which is also connected to the plus 6 volts. So here the VCC thus the base of transistor TR2 is now moving upwards in a positive direction towards power supply VCC. Okay, so with a time constant equal to the capacitor C1 into resistor R3, C1 into R3. So capacitor C1 into resistor R3 combination. So however it never reaches the value of power supply VCC. So because as soon as it gets to 0.6 volts positive, so here the transistor TR2 turns fully on into saturation. So here this action starts whole process over again, but now with capacitor C2 taking the base of transistor TR1 to minus 5.4 volts. So while charging up via resistor R2 and entering the second unstable state here. Okay, so then we can see that the circuit alternates between one unstable state in which transistor TR1 is off. TR1 is off. Okay, so then we will discuss about here the astable multivibrator periodic time. Okay, so here the periodic time of astable multivibrator is uh, periodic time period is that is capital T is equals to T1 plus T2. Time periodic time T is equals to T1 plus T2. So here T1 is equals to T1 is equals to 0.69 C1 R1, 0.69 into C1 R1. Oh, sorry, C1 R3. So here the T1 is equals to 0.69 into C1 into R3 combination. Okay, and T2 is 0.69 into C2 into R2 combination. 0.69 into C2 into R2 combination. Okay, so here where R is in Q's and C in Fridays. Okay, so here by alternating the time constant of just one RC network, the mark to space ratio and frequency of the output waveforms can be changed, but normally by changing both RC time constants together at the same time. So here the output frequency will be altered, keeping the mark to space ratio, okay, the same at 1 to 1. Okay, so here this is a periodic time for stable multivibrator. Okay, and here the frequency oscillation of the stable multivibrator is the frequency is equals to frequency f is equals to 1 by t. Frequency f is equals to 1 by t. So here the frequency f is equals to 1 by 1.38 RC. So here this is the frequency of the astable multivibrator. Okay, so here the astable multivibrators can produce two very short square wave output waveforms from each transistor or much longer rectangular shaped output, either symmetrical or non-symmetrical depending upon the time constant of the RC network. Okay, means simply so here. Okay, so here these are the waveforms. Here the astable multivibrator produces the square waveforms. Okay. We will discuss about the applications of the astable multivibrator. Okay, so here the applications of the astable multivibrator is, so the first application is the stable multivibrator is used as the wave generator. Okay, and another application for astable multivibrator is it is used as voltage frequency converter. And the most important application of astable multivibrator is it is used in pulse synchronization. Okay, and another application of astable multivibrator is, so here since it produces square waves, it produces square waves. Okay, so here it is a source of production of a harmonic frequency of higher order. Okay, so here these are the most important and main applications of astable multivibrator. Okay, so here this is about the astable multivibrator or oscillator. Okay, have a nice day.